Hi, I'm Carly. I've been wanting to do this for quite some time, actually. I've been scared to. I don't have many subscribers on YouTube, but doesn't matter. That gives me no excuse. I should have done this. So first of all, this is a new vlog series. Actually, my first vlog series, and they're gonna be called Dreams to Heaven. I've had many dreams in my life that I've been to heaven and what it's like, but these dreams, most of them are not, I guess, dream world material. There's something your minds cannot create, and I am a Christian, and I'm a firm believer that I've been to heaven. And my other dreams, not all of them I was in heaven necessarily, but it involved God or spiritual elements in some way. So, here's my new series. I also excuse the noise. I don't know if the camera's going to pick up on it. It's Texas, so it's like 109 degrees at 7:45 in the morning, so we have a giant fan on. Okay, so my first dream to heaven that I can remember, I was 8 years old. So some background, my parents, I'm not going to say their names just for privacy purposes, but my mom was pregnant with twins, Matthew and Michael, before I was born, a year before I was born, and she lost them. I want to say it was March 27th, 1996. Fast forward to 1997, yeah, I was born. And then fast forward again to 2005, I was 8. They would have been 9. I had a dream that I went to heaven. Now this wasn't like, I had appeared in heaven. No, I went to sleep. And an angel came and woke me up. And this was, I don't know if it was a boy or a girl. I think they might have had brown or blonde hair, but I don't remember that part very well. And they were wearing white, this white gown. Like, the best thing I can describe it as is a wedding dress combined with what people believe Jesus wore, like the white, like, toga type thing. Anyway, so she's like, follow me, I want to show you something. Or he. I'm just going to say she just because pronouns. I don't want to keep going back and forth between they. I'm just going to say she just for the purposes of keeping one pronoun and remembering to say it. So I took her arm and she like pulled me up, so my arm was like that kind of, but I was holding onto her hand. And I felt this like whoosh, I guess, like my body, I just felt it throughout my body. And when she pulled me up, I looked down and I saw myself sleeping. Like, I knew I wasn't dead. I saw my body and I wasn't scared. And she like pulled me through the ceiling and it was awesome, like through the roof. She pulled me through the clouds and then we got there, heaven. There's this massive, beautiful white cloud, like whiter than the clouds you see actually, like when you look up at the sky. It was just this beautiful white cloud, and we stood there on the clouds, and there were people over here to the left waiting in line, like a bunch of people. And I went over to the right, and they were like, okay, open the gates. And there are these golden gates. There are golden gates in Europe. I don't remember where they are exactly, but these gates are beautiful, and there's golden statues there in Europe. But in heaven, these gates are like, I don't even know, just God designed them, and that's the best way I can describe its beauty. It's immaculate. it's golder than the gold you see here, kind of. It's almost exactly the same kind of gold, but it's like shinier, I guess. Doesn't look spray painted, doesn't look anything like that. It's gold. It's like pure is pure, because heaven is pure, but pure gold. And they opened them, and I just saw this giant light shine through. And as soon as the light cleared away, I saw 3 people. Jesus was right here in the middle, and my brothers were on the sides of him. And my brothers, even though they would have been 9, they were fully grown. They were probably 5'8", well, maybe a little bit shorter, maybe a little bit taller. Curly, like chocolate brown hair, almost black, but very full volume hair. And I'm sorry, I'm about to cry. I ran up to them, and I was like, "Hey, I'm your sister, Carly." And I ran up to them and hugged them, and they were like, "We know." And then, oh man, sorry. That's all I really remember, but heaven, there were people walking around kind of in the background that I sort of remember, sort of don't, and houses over here, and streets of gold. It's kind of like, from what I remember, and yet again, memory does change with time, so this part that I'm saying right now could be fake. The other part I've written down, I remember it. I constantly write it down, so I constantly can remember this beautiful experience, which I pray I never get, like, a bad disease and forget about this, because this is just totally amazing. But over here, streets of gold, it's like cobblestone, but gold. It was either that, or it was cobblestone and, like, the cement was gold, but there was gold on the streets, like, for sure. Like, streets of gold is an actual thing. In the Bible, it says that. And, like, it's for real, like, it's amazing. And I just remember, I don't know why that I got to meet my brothers, but I do know that I've seen them other places. Like, another time I went to heaven, I saw them, which I'll tell that story another time. So sorry, yawning on camera is so awkward. But anyway, I've seen them when I went to Europe. They were there. No one else could see them though. Like, that's another story too. But guys, heaven is real, and I know a lot of people are gonna give me stuff like, "Oh, she's just wanting views," or "She just wants to be famous like everyone else who does this," or "I'm an atheist, I don't believe in God," or anything like that. But, like, I sincerely hope that if you don't believe, don't say you don't believe, because it's really bad, guys, like, to say that. And just talk to someone. Really open up your mind. Don't be so close-minded. Like, talk about God and talk to other people who believe in God, because everyone has a different story, and there's a reason you're on this earth. There's a reason that you are living and breathing right now. So that's my story. That's my first story of heaven, and seeing my brothers, meeting them, you know, seeing an angel, my body being just laying there, just seeing it. And that's my story, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. I will post this to YouTube at some point. I have to work at church, actually, so I'll be doing that later, hopefully today. But yeah, this is my new vlog series, and I'll post another one maybe next week, depending how this one goes. Thanks.